Hello.
Hello.
How are you today?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, that's great to hear. So developing your career today.
Hmm.
Okay, let's get started. Sorry, it's very hot here today.
Uh,
Okay. Okay, Sophie, what do you do?
hmm Uh, as I told you earlier, I have been working as an English teacher
Mhm,
for more than 2 years. But at the moment, I am in my gap year. I have some classes. I mean, online classes, but most of them are for free. I spend most of my time on studying, to improve my language ability.
mhm. Okay, so in this industry of teaching, how long have you been in the teaching industry altogether?
Um, well, for I guess for about 6 years. Like
Wow.
before that, when I was a when I was an undergraduate student at my university, I had some part-time job as a teaching assistant or private tutor for children or adults.
Mhm.
So yeah, for about 6 months, 6 years. Sorry.
Okay, wow, that's amazing. Okay, so let's do vocab and definition fee.
Mhm. Qualifications, special skills or experience that you need to do your job well, attainable, able to be accomplished or achieved, professional growth, getting better at your job, and progressing in your career through learning new things. Specialist, a person who has deep knowledge of a particular job or field. Generalist, a person who knows something about many jobs or field.
Any questions here?
No?
Okay, Fee, is professional growth important to you? Why or why not?
Yeah, definitely. I have to say that it's really important for me, especially when I am working in my area of interest. I am really in love with being a teacher. um, Having professional growth allows me to have a more better opportunities in my job. I can be offered by high level I can be offered with high level salary, um, in higher position in my occupations, because it is really essential. So I try as much as possible to learn new things while working. The evidence is I try to uh, the evidence is I intend to go abroad to study, um, to get master degree in
Mhm.
my field. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think? Are you more of a generalist or a specialist?
Mm, well, I have never thought about it before. Uh, I think probably I am a generalist.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I try to experience new thing as much as possible. But I do not have really deep knowledge about a special field. So yeah.
Okay. Now, which of you, if you look at all of your qualifications to date, which of those qualifications are you most proud of?
It's probably my uh, IELTS certificate.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
In the future, I want to improve my pedagogy ability. I want to achieve qualifications in teaching field, such as a master degree in TESOL, teaching English to speaker of other languages.
Okay. Now, what steps can you take to make your career goals more attainable, do you think?
Mm, I think the most important step is to fulfill your recruiter's requirement. For example, if I want to be an English teacher in a learning center in my countries, I must fulfill some requirements, including having IELTS certificate, having some teaching qualifications such as TESOL, teaching English to speaker of other
Okay.
languages. So I think the most important step is to gain some required qualifications.
Hmm.
Another step is to gain more experience in your working area. Um, Nowadays, I can say that recruiters um, more prioritize experience in their candidates.
Hmm.
So I think yeah, it is very important.
Okay, so in your culture, Fee, what are the expectations for how long a person typically stays with the same company?
Uh, it is quite hard to say because even though I have graduated my university for more than 2 years, but I have never stayed in the same company for more than 1 year.
Mhm.
But
Okay.
I think in general, people expect to stay in the same company um, for from 5 to 10 years, like to be a seniors in the
Hmm.
company. Mhm. But in the very first period after graduation, I think people have a tendency to change their job quite oftenly.
Yeah, in my country, it happens quite a lot these days. Um, Back in my time, people stayed with companies 30, 40, 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
But now the young people change their jobs every 2 years, every 3 years. They
Yeah, that's
they
right.
move like from one company to the next company. That is what's currently happening here.
Yeah, I agree.
What important skill have you learned on the job, and how did you learn?
Mm, uh, I have my favorite quote in my job. Like, the things I learn from my students are as important thing as the thing as important as the things they learn from me. So, from my perspective, I learn from my students a lot. Like I learn how to be tolerate, of course,
Yes.
how to be calm, how to be patient, how to transmit knowledge to other more patiently. Um, in in addition, they also teach me a lot of valuable lessons in life, like how to love and how to be loved. So yeah.
Okay, so who is your biggest professional role model?
Mm, Probably my coworker. Like, I have known him for nearly for no for almost 1 year. Honestly, I didn't have much opportunity to talk with him too much, but just by a just through a meeting with him, I can say that he is very open minded in the way he works. In addition, he is very creative and socially minded in his personal life. So yeah, he is really a role model for me, and I just want I wish that in the future I could attain some achievements like him.
Okay. So while you were teaching, what did you enjoy most about it, about your job?
Mm, the things I like most about my job is I can share knowledge with other people, and I help
Yes.
them to make progress every day. Like whenever my students share with me about his or her progress, I feel like I'm very proud of him or her because they can they learn some lessons from me, they learn some lesson from them to make progress. So yeah.
Okay. Now, recently, was there anything fun, interesting, or exciting that you had worked on recently?
mm, to tell the truth, at the moment I do not teach a lot. In average I just have one lesson per day.
Okay.
But I think the most interesting thing that I have worked recently is to help a poor child, not a poor girl,
Mhm.
to learn English. She is strong willpower,
Okay.
um, and but because of her unaffordability, she couldn't have more she couldn't have extra classes in English. And then I help her, and yeah, I think it is really exciting because she has aptitudes in learning languages. She is very hardworking, and I can see very clearly her progress every
Mhm.
day. That makes
Okay.
me happy. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what would you consider to be the highlight of your career so far to date?
Mm, well, at the moment, I will say that um, last last year when I
Yes.
went to work in a company, and I met a very talent and elite coworker.
Mhm.
He is my role model. I told you earlier.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Uh, I met him and I learned a lot from him, like about his open-mindedness. So I and she just he just shed a light in my career that what I should learn more, what I should gain more to improve my um, professional growth.
Okay. Now, if your manager offered you a promotion that involved moving to another country for a year, would you accept it?
Yeah, definitely. Because working and living in a new country is a really a big opportunity for us to experience new things, like
Mhm,
experience new cultural, new environment,
mhm.
anything. You can learn a lot from it, in both professional and personal life. And yeah,
So, what factors would you consider in your decision?
to move in a new countries or
Yes.
mm,
Okay. Would you Would your answer change if your company asked or needed you to relocate for 5 years? How about 10 years or permanently?
If the duration is too long, I think I will change my mind because I just want to settle down in my country to live nearby with my family. So it is also the reasons why I just want to in the future I just want to live in a new country or work in a new country for about 1 year. I think
Okay.
within 1 year I can get enough experience, and then I will come back to my country with my
Yes,
family.
I think 1 year is enough um, to be in another country. But I would definitely not go for 5 years or 10 years or not even permanently. I'm sorry. So, what are your short term and long term goals?
Mm-hmm. Regarding my short-term goal, I wish that I could be I will be I will gain a better range in my a better level in my salary in a learning center. Of course, I will still be an English teacher, um, and then I want to get promotion. I mean, I want to be a director of R&D department in some learning center. As for long-term goal, since I was a high school student, I dreamed about having my own learning center in my location. I mean, I will be self-employed. I will run my own business. So yeah, in the long term, I want to have my own learning center running by myself. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, so what actions do you take to further your career? Example, networking, conferences, etc.
Mhm. The first action is to gain more qualifications in teaching areas. As I told you earlier, I want to get a master degree in teaching English to speaker of
Hmm.
other languages. In addition, it is also important for me to learn more um, business knowledge. I mean, how to run a business, how to operate, and how to manage my company. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, how do you stay motivated and keep track of your goals? For example, meeting with a mentor, journaling, etc.
Mm, whenever I feel down, and I think whenever I feel like I don't know what to do, what to achieve. Like
Hmm.
I do not incentives to work. I
Hmm.
usually listen to Sia song. Do you know
Hmm.
Sia? A very well-known singer. Like her song like Titanium or uh, Unstoppable.
Okay, I
Her
don't.
song
Unfortunately, I don't know.
her songs is very motivative.
Okay.
Her song is to encourage listeners to
Yes.
be a strong person, to be a
Hmm.
winner. So yeah, whenever I lose incentive, I usually listen to motivative songs
Hmm.
to stay motivated.
Okay, very good. Thank you. S- Here we have discussions. Can you please read the stop section and then we will discuss, please?
Okay. Some people have goals to open their own business or work part time in a different field just for fun or for extra income after they retired. Okay.
Okay, so what do you plan to do during your retirement when that time comes?
Honestly, I have never thought about it before because I'm too young to think about
To
it.
think about it, yeah.
Yeah, but probably I will not run my own business anymore
Mhm,
because I think I work enough when I'm young. So
mhm,
when I retired, I think I will spend more time with my grandchildren, with my
mhm.
daughter and my sons, or I will have some um, entertainments activities like doing garden or something like that.
Mhm. Okay, so I'm going to rephrase. You already answered this question. So I want to rephrase this question. What is your opinion on people that had retired but opened up their own business? What's your opinion of them?
uh, I think like they are really energetic.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely energetic. Yes.
uh, mm, yeah, because I think when running your own business, it is very stressful. They should, I think they when you get older, when you are in your retirement, it is better to to just relax, to
Yes.
yeah, just do some happy things in your life rather than running on your own business. In my
Yeah,
country, yeah, in
go
my
ahead, Fee.
countries, the elderly do not have a tendency to run their own business when they are in retirement. They just spend time to taking care of their grandchildren, gardening, something like that.
Yeah, I think that is great. Maybe taking a walk on the beach in nice hot weather, um, traveling a little bit, taking care of the grandkids, gardening, or maybe just going for a coffee in the morning.
Hmm.
I think that would be really great when I'm retired. But definitely not opening up a business, no. So extra practice idioms, please.
Hmm. Or work no play, working too much without living time to rest, causing the person to be bored, boring, or unhealthy. Okay, all in a day's work, part of what is expected, typically or normal. Okay, have a lot on your plate, having many tasks to do, business as usual. People will continue doing what they normally do, often despite difficulties or changes. Okay,
Okay, Fee, any questions here?
no?
Okay, we still have 6 minutes. What would you like to do?
Maybe just have a free talk.
Okay, so what was for lunch today, if I may ask?
What do I have for my lunch?
Yes.
Uh, just have a really normal meal with my family.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it a really traditional Vietnamese meal. Like we have rice, a seasonal vegetables and pork.
Okay, wow. And when you have like rice for lunch, do you also have rice for dinner? Or do you have something light for dinner?
We like as a Vietnamese person, we have rice for all meals in a day. Like
Oh,
rice is the most important and essential food in my countries. My country is also known as the biggest exporter of rice
mm-hmm.
in
Okay.
Asia. Yeah.
Normally, when we have rice for lunch, we normally have rice for dinner time. But if for some reason we have cooked food for lunchtime and we have rice with that,
Mm-hmm.
then we will not eat rice again in the evening. Then we will have something light to eat in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
But I like rice food. I love eating rice. So if it is food that I really like and there is leftover, I would definitely have it for breakfast. But breakfast here mainly consists of maybe a bowl of cereal, or it consists of a sandwich and a cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And those that are actually dieting would then have maybe a health shake, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Like in your country, do you usually have a short nap in at lunch? Do you have?
If I'm not working, then yes. I was raised that way. My parents reared us that way. So after lunchtime, we would go take a nap
Mm-hmm.
when we were kids, even on a Sunday. After lunch, it's nap time.
Yeah.
But as we got married and we had our own kids, we, of course, um, raised them not exactly as we were raised, but I still have that in me. On a Sunday, after lunch, during the week, it's nap time. Do you do that in your country too?
Yeah, of course. But like when I was a child, I just like I spent my night time uh, to hang out with my friends. But
Oh.
in my country, people say that when you if you know how to value your nap time, you are mature.
Yes, I remember my mom used to, on a Sunday afternoon, she would, after lunch, she would let us take a bath because our hair was always very long. She
Mhm.
would wash the hair, dress us nicely, do our hair. And at first, we used to think that we would be going out. And then, after, we are four sisters. And then, after we were done, she would kindly walk us into the bedroom and she said, "Please take off your shoes. It is time to take a nap." And we got used to that all the time. And now, like on a Sunday afternoon, if I don't have visitors, that is what I go do. I get into bed and I go sleep a little. So I guess it's part of our culture as well.
Mhm.
And it is better to sleep after lunchtime. And then when you wake up, like when we wake up before the third prayer time, then we are fresh for the rest of the evening
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
that's
Yeah,
right.
absolutely. And even when I was in Saudi Arabia 8 years ago, I went for my holy journey. After lunchtime, I would go take a nap. So I was in another country, but I still did the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I think because your body is used to it. But now that I'm working for the past 7 years on Cambly, when I'm done working in the afternoon, sometimes I would go lay down a bit
Hmm.
and take a nap for an hour. And sometimes I would just stay awake and sit around. But today I'm definitely going to take a nap when I'm done working because it is very hot here today. It's like 27, 29 degrees today.
So
So
now
it,
in your country is summer, right?
yes, yes, it is. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, Fee, it was a great session and have a great evening, and I will see you again shortly.
Yeah. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, bye bye.